Hello, I'm Joseph Dillard. In this video, I want to see if I can clarify a central concept of integral deep listening, life compass. What is your life compass? What isn't it? Where did it come from? What is its purpose? Life compass is a concept derived from the comments over decades of interviewed dream characters and personifications of life issues, both of myself and others whom I have interviewed. It is not a metaphysical concept, a priori axiom, religious dogma, or spiritual principle, like, say, dharma is for Hinduism and Buddhism. When you do many interviews, you will find recommendations that come up again and again. This is because your life issues are not infinite, nor are the most likely solutions to them. They also come up again and again because we have not resolved the life issue, so it keeps being addressed if it is important to you and the perspectives you interview. Examples of such recommendations that might repeat are, quote, organize your home, or stop taking things personally, cultivate peace of mind, meditate, get information on what sort of back exercises you need and do them. Get out in nature more. Notice that none of these recommendations are earth-shattering revelations. They are simple, basic, and common sense. You will get recommendations that aren't new to you, but have been lower priorities that you haven't acted on. The function of the interviewed perspectives is to get you to reconsider your priorities by framing differently what is and what is not important in your life. Notice also that the reason why you haven't acted on your recommendations is because you have resistance to doing so. There are reasons you haven't organized your home. There are reasons you take things personally. There are reasons why you don't meditate. We all have good reasons why we stay stuck. Why we stay stuck where we are. It is not unusual to come up against family or work pressure to stay where we are when we try to change. Changes are not comfortable. Bodies, emotions, and minds prefer known states of discomfort to unknown states which look like they will create even more discomfort. The things we do, think, and feel have an addictive quality. We know this by the resistance that gets kicked up when we try to change them. The concept of life compass is a hypothetical construct that may or may not exist. It's not an ontological reality, but more of a process and possibility that is pointed toward by multiple recommendations by multiple interviewed emerging potentials. It can be compared to a gyroscope on a satellite that keeps it oriented in space by spinning on its own generated center of energy. As indicated in another video, hurricanes and tornadoes do something similar. The vibratory fields of molecules, atoms, and quarks are other examples. In other words, life compass is meant to refer to a purely naturalistic reality, not a metaphysical, religious, or spiritual one. However, that does not mean that it is not transpersonal or sacred. Because these consensus recommendations point toward states of higher level organization, balance, and equanimity, life compass does indeed encompass transpersonal states of unity with nature, the sacred, the formless, and the non-dual. Because life compass is a concept based on experience, it is meant to be tested rather than taken as an article of faith. You can see for yourself if you have repeating recommendations. You can decide for yourself if those recommendations point toward higher levels of organization, balance, and equanimity. You can determine for yourself whether those qualities transcend your current sense of self and point you toward a life grounded in the transpersonal and sacred. Life compass is a moving target rather than a destination. It is an aspiration rather than a goal that nevertheless is a reality. The function of the North Star for celestial ocean navigators comes to mind. Another analogy is to a sea anchor for a ship, which serves to keep a ship pointed in a way that it best takes the waves of a storm and also controls or limits its movement. If you interview enough dream characters and personifications of life issues, I predict you will begin to recognize them as emerging potentials, harbingers of a path forward that points you toward your own unique life compass. Do the experiments yourself and report back on what you find. Integral deep listening is a methodology for uncovering truth, goodness, harmony, and justice. It is not something that is in itself true or valid. It is a series of well thought out guesses and approximations that are meant to be improved on by you. Do you have questions or comments? Let us know how we can help by sharing your interests in the section below this video or at Friends of IDL on Facebook. You will find more information on dream yogas at dreamyoga.com and more on IDL interviewing at integraldeeplistening.com. For those who want a deeper dive, a list of texts on integral deep listening is available at the following URL. Thanks for watching. See you next time.